When you're looking for a new house, square is ideal, or a wider rectangular shape for your home is ideal because of how it disperses evenly in the Bagua map. Imagine if this was really narrow and linear. So I get a lot of people who move into townhomes or apartments where it's a very narrow apartment and it's long. And so then they have like a lot of the north, a lot of the south, but then they only get little slivers of the other directions. And you really want to be able to sample and get access to as many of the directions as possible. So it's really nice if you have windows in all of these areas as well. You don't want to live in a glass house because that's all yang. You want a balance of windows to walls because you want a balance of yin and yang. Yang lets in all of the energy, but yin is the calm receiving, right? We want yin bedrooms because that's where we're relaxing and we're being calm. But we like a lot of natural light in our offices because we need to be energized. Yeah, so the yang energy and the natural light is helpful there. If you're looking for a new home and you're on the market or you're looking to move, look for a square or like a wide rectangle so that you can have as much of a balanced Bagua map sampling of all the energies as possible. That's same for all the like houses that are kind of wonky shapes, right? If we have missing areas, if we have holes in the middle of our house, it's just very tricky. Basic blanket rule is look for those. Then I have written down the other suggestions here. You don't want to have a house that's directly at the end of a T-junction. So if you're in a car and you see a road and you see a house directly at the end of the street, that's what a house at the end of a T-junction is. So just like we talked about in the beginning, you open the front door and the energy goes straight through the back. You don't want somebody like who could just drive straight into your house. Then imagine that. You don't want the energy. It's just too much of a chute of energy. So you want to look for a house that's just not directly in line with the road. You also do not want a tree or a light post or an electrical post right in front of your front door. It's really important to have room and space around the front door. You would like a proportional door to entryway ratio. You'd like the shrubbery to be a good distance. You don't want it clogging the front door. You want it kind of spaced out. And also, so you don't want that pole, that post, anything right in front of the door, because that also creates sha qi, which is something that if you have the door, the energy tries to flow in and it splits it. Not good. You want the energy whole to go in to your front door. So avoid that. Or if you are in a home and you're having difficulty in that house and it is a smaller tree and it's your land and you can do whatever you want, I would recommend taking down that tree. You can't go wrong. If it's directly in line with your front door, it will only help you, it will only benefit you to remove that tree. I mentioned the proportional beautiful front door. I love this analogy. If the Amazon guy, the UPS guy, the mailman can't find your front door because the address maybe isn't labeled well, or the front door isn't illuminated, or the shrubbery is just overtaking the front door, if the Amazon guy can't find your front door, neither can good energy. Also, preferably no staircase or bathroom directly in the center of the house. That is because the center of our house, the energy there's central grouping of energies right here, and it's just like the core of the home, so you don't really want to disrupt it with a bathroom or a staircase. I know a lot of architects that are in the development world, and they had some floor plans that were just standard where the bathroom was right in the middle, and I was like, you guys, you're screwing everybody over. You need to move that bathroom a little bit off so that they don't buy that, or so they're not stuck with that layout. But again, I've also seen plenty of homes where there is a staircase right in the middle and other things are fine. So there's no such thing as a perfect feng shui home. You can't get it all. You really can't. There's always going to be something off. So if worst case is the bathroom is there, don't worry about it. Just keep it nice and pretty. And also look at the neighbors before you buy or before you rent. Check out how the neighbors, not them specifically, but check out, do they take care of their lawn? Do they take care of their house? do they maintain it? Because it's just helpful. Your energy comes from your environment. So the original Feng Shui is from mountains and waters and landforms. So often people sit in their house first and they decorate in there first and they think that's all it is. And that's great when you're doing DIY. That's what I did. Or if you're in an apartment, that's where you start. But if you were to work with me one-on-one, or any classical Feng Shui consultant, they look at the big picture first, like where are the roads coming in, and then they get more and more honed in. What's the landforms? So we are looking at your neighbors as well. Do they have any broken fences? Do they have any just dead trees, dead plants? Do they not maintain their lawn? Because that energy does ultimately come around you. And there's things you can do in your own home to not worry about them if you're already in a house and you're like, oh shoot, my neighbors are terrible. But we're answering the question, if you're looking for a home, what do you look out for? And those are some of my answers. There's so much more as well.